Greetings everyone, my name is Dorian Stewart and I'm a real estate agent based here in Jamaica. Now today, as you'd have seen from the previous clip, I'm looking at a 3-bedroom house located on 3 acres of very fruitful and fertile land in Highgate, St. Mary. Now join me while I take us on a tour. Now once you enter onto the property, you're greeted by a concrete driveway that circles around and goes around a small garden area that will allow for seamless vehicle access to the property. An additional feature of the front yard is the space. You have plenty of greenery, which is already populated with banana trees, mango, coconut, and on my right, you have a sour orange tree, pimento tree. So you've already begun to see the fruitfulness and greenery of this property. Now we'll make our way to the top where you'll see the house and the 2 covered parking areas where you can leave your vehicle safely, regardless of where you are. Now you have the covered carport, which is also attached to the house. And above it is actually a decked area where you could always place a lawn chair, perhaps at night for dominoes with the guys, or somewhere where you can enjoy the cool, refreshing air of up here. Additional parking is to the right, where you'll see a garage made for itself. And there's also a vehicle that's for sale in there, in case you might be interested. Now let's take a look at the house and you can let me know your thoughts. Alright, so I'm now in the living room, which can be accessed by 2 points from the house. The entrance from the veranda or the entrance from the carport. The carport entrance also takes you to the bedroom on the left, which also has a bathroom, which would normally share between guests. The house also has a kitchen accessible from the living room and a wash area. Now on the other side of the house, there are 2 bedrooms with a bathroom, Jack and Jill style. The home has very good bones, solid roof, solid foundation, though as we tour it, you'll realize that it was built in the 80s, which would require repainting, removing the wallpaper that is around it, perhaps personalizing some more, modernizing the windows, but it's a solid property which simply needs a new owner to upgrade it and make it a home. So let's take a tour starting from the bedroom on the right, Jack and Jill, and you can let me know your thoughts. Now you have the front bedroom, very spacious. It has a closet and also accessible to the bathroom. As mentioned, the bathroom is Jack and Jill style. That means it can only be accessed by the front bedroom or the back bedroom. The bathroom also has a heater, which supplies the whole house with hot water. Entering into the back bedroom, though smaller than the front bedroom, it's also very comfortable and cozy for a member of the family. There are 2 windows, one that gives you a garden and mountain view, and the other one which shows you into the laundry room. The laundry room can also be accessed from this door. Now that we've seen the 2 bedrooms on this side, let's go and take a look at the other bedroom. Follow me. Now, as I mentioned previously, you can enter the house from the carport. So from here, you'd actually enter into this hall, where on the left is the living room and on the right is the bathroom that is shared between guests and this bedroom. Now this bedroom also has 2 windows and an exit door that carries you to the backyard, very spacious backyard. As mentioned previously, the walls are wallpapered, so stripping them a fresh coat of paint and the house would be looking brand new. Now let's go and take a look at the dining and the kitchen so you can have a view of the house. Follow me. The dining room allows for a nice 6-seating table where the family can enjoy the company and a nice open wall to the kitchen where the cooking and the love really happens in the home. Now you can also enter the laundry room, which gives way to the backyard, or you can exit from the kitchen to the backyard. Now while in the kitchen, I'd like to mention that the cabinets are in very good shape. The only thing that would be needed for a more modern look is a fresh coat of paint, perhaps white or whichever to your taste, and you'd find that it would be popping. Now, you're probably seeing this and wondering what this is. Now, this is the gas line that runs outside for you to connect your gas cylinder. Saying that, let's go to the back of the house where I'll show you the fruitness, the space, and everything that's wonderful about this property. And you'll also see the numerous water tanks that supply this property. So water will never be an issue. As mentioned, there are 7 tanks on the property, so water won't be a problem. And I know a lot of people, they're always concerned about, living in the country and getting access to water. The water is actually set up by a catchment from the roof, goes to here, and then gravity feeds to the house. There's also another concrete tank further up, which we'll look at soon. Additional buildings on the property is a storeroom, which could also be converted into a helper's quarter or a gardener's room. It's free to be used any which way the new owner sees fit. Let's take a walk around the rest of the property and also to the tank so you can get an idea of all the trees and the space on the property. Now for all the ackee and breadfruit lovers out there, there's an ackee tree right here. And there are also other ackee trees on the property. Additionally, you have a breadfruit tree, which you roast your breadfruit, you cook your ackee and saltfish, and boom, you have a pot that everybody would love. Now, behind me, you'll see the concrete water tank, which is covered by canes. And you can travel to the further along the property. We have a wonderful mountain view, looking at numerous coconut trees, June plum tree, bananas, and other canes as we go through. So let's take a walk. So you have the canes on my left, canes over here. You have the June plum tree. And you'll also see a lot of cocoa tree on the property, cocoa and coconut. As you can see, there's plenty of backyard, whether you want to have another chicken coop. There's also a pig pen to the back, which we'll be having a look at shortly. Or perhaps you just want to have a cow in the back of the yard, but there's plenty of potential to make this your homestead and your home. Let's continue touring. So this is the cocoa fruit in its young stage. And you have some cedar tree, great for lumber, making furniture. You also have a pimento tree, perfect for seasoning that pot of the ackee and saltfish. Now, walking along the property, you see a lot of fallen trees, small damages that were done due to Melissa. However, as you can see, the house remains unaffected, strong even through the storm. So any little damages, any little trees, it's due to Melissa's rampart in Jamaica. Now, back here is the pig pens. Here's a pig to come and greet us. Afternoon, sir. The land slowly goes down based on the topography. It slowly slopes, very gentle, with a lot of fruit trees, a lot of coconuts, cocoa, breadfruit going along that side. I'm only able to walk along the path today, but once you're here in Jamaica, once you're interested in this property, you'll have a full tour in person and you'll be able to see the different boundaries and get an idea of the layout of the property. So that's breadfruit tree, courtesy of Melissa's. Another cocoa, few coconut trees. You have a nutmeg tree, and you also have the chicken coop, which was further down. Now, unfortunately, the chicken coop was also affected by Melissa. Nonetheless, the foundation is there and the possibility is here for you to maximize this land. The property spans along there, which there is a fence that runs along the border. You have a pear tree. So for all the pear lovers, you have your pear and your bull and you really a cup of hot chocolate and enjoy your Sunday afternoon. So this is the side of the storeroom / other building on the property. And then we're back to the main house. This section is the washroom, which you would have seen from the back bedroom or beside the kitchen. And we're now back to the side of the house, which leads to the front carport. And they also have a slaughterhouse, which was complemented by the old chicken coop. Now, as mentioned, the property is approximately 2.7 acres. There's a 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, and the property is also about 10 minutes from the town of Highgate, which gives you access to the clinic, churches, supermarket, police station. There's also 2 schools in the area, St. Mary High School, and there's also the primary schools. Now, this property is perfect for someone looking for a retreat, to convert into a homestead, live off the land, and enjoy the natural air of Jamaica. So if you or someone you know is interested, you can reach out. My information will be in the bio description below. And let me know and see if we can make this your new home, a paradise in Jamaica. Thank you.